Listen, I had a revelation yesterday, and I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget it. But I'm gonna go off of memory. Healing as a parent is important. Healing as a person, period, is important because other people have to come in contact with you and you make a lasting impression on people. But as a parent, it's one of the most important things you can do for your kid. Because if you don't do it, then you create an unhealed child. You become the trauma. You create the trauma. Let me explain to you how this works. So, for instance, if you have unhealed trauma, so you're angry a lot, you're isolating a lot, you're not very loving, you're not willingly giving love because of whatever trauma you've been through. Not to make light of it, but to point it out. You then do things, subtle things to your child, and your child picks up on it. You can go in your room straight from work. And I'm not saying that we don't need a break. We need a break. I give myself 20 minutes when I get in the house. I need a break. However, if you're not spending time with them at all, if you're having toxic relationships around them, these are the things and the memories that shape the way they look, the way they see the world. And if you are the most important person to them, what you do shapes them the most. They love you and they see you like a superhuman. It's not until they become older adults that they will realize that we just human. However, right now you are a superhuman to them. And by you not healing your trauma, you plant the seeds of trauma in them as children. And then when they get out into the world, because the world's not you, the world doesn't love them like you love them. The world's going to keep watering that trauma until it becomes a big tree and it becomes who they are. Now they're walking around in the world angry, hurt, sad, depressed, all of those things on the inside because you planted the seed as they were children, because you didn't heal your trauma. I talk about healing trauma and healing yourself because it is the cornerstone of life. You have to be healed on the inside so that you can project good things on the outside. You can be a better parent. After I had my 2 children, I went through postpartum. My life was completely different. I left the relationship that I was in for so long, like 10 years, 11 years, and I was on my own with these 2 small kids. I was angry. I was angry and I was upset. But I started to hear my kids repeat things that I would say, little angry, mean things that I would say, and not to them, just say in general, like, oh boy, I'm tired, I hate it here. They would say stuff like that and just joking or using their dolls to mimic what they think life is. And that snapped me out of it. I got a therapist when my youngest child was six months old, and I worked through that trauma so that now I can recognize things in them. And as soon as I recognize it, we get therapy. As soon as I recognize that, we have a conversation. As soon as I recognize that, I make changes and adjustments because when it comes to them, I'm responsible for them. They are my seeds. And God gave them to me in order to help them blossom into the person that He needs them to be. So while they seem to be mine, they are His. How dare you not properly steward the gifts from God and His children? And His children, including yourself. You are His child too. Take care of you. Take care of you. So you can better take care of the gifts and things that God has given to you. Have a good day.